Well, y'all here to break down the Loop 110 in NASCAR Xfinity Series. My gosh, all I gotta say is SVG. That guy is good, like really good. The way he sets up passes, he's a special talent. He is good, especially Xfinity Series. I think he's unbeatable in this Xfinity Series car at these road courses. I know he didn't win certainly the Americas, but that was because he got raced a little aggressively hard there and got pushed out of the way. But boy, this race, man, 50-lap race, it was just under 2 hours long. So this race fly by quick. Only 110 miles, like the race is sponsored. Run down this race, stage one was a battle between Kyle Larson and SVG, back and forth, passing. They were racing hard. I mean, it felt like the first stage, which was the last 5-10 laps. Those guys were racing hard and aggressive, but clean with each other, respectful. And that's how it was. Kyle Larson, I think they both led him, half and half, training the lead, but then SVG was able to make a pass in the last lap of stage one to get the stage point. So that's a big stage point for SVG. And then stage two, right after stage one, they had pit stops and a bunch of cars pitted. A lot of people thought the leaders were going to pit at the same time, but now it made some weird strategy. Stage two was kind of more the same with SVG and Kyle Larson battling it out. We had a lot of different beating the bag and bad blood, racing hard in the back of the pack. I had a couple of wreck spins here. We ended up seeing the 16 car of AJ Allmendinger, who was in third, was working his way up, make a mistake and turn six and wreck and get himself out of contention during this race. And that was a shocker. AJ Allmendinger, you don't see many mistakes from him. It's really not a great look. I don't know. Some people were saying AJ Allmendinger washed. But, his teammate SVG is kicking his butt every week at these road courses. So that was a big mistake for AJ Allmendinger. Just wheel hopped it, drove it a little too aggressive. He was coming, and because it was Larson and SVG were both battling hard for that lead, but overstepped it. And then that's when we saw the leaders, Kyle Larson, SVG, they pitted. And then that's how it switched the lead over to, I believe it was Jesse Love, Sam Mayer, Austin Hill took the lead. And then Austin Hill, was able to lead the rest of that stage two to get the stage points. And then it was a battle the rest of the stage, the last stage, because now these leaders were pretty much outside the top 10. Kyle Larson, SVG, it looked like SVG's car was really fast, and Kyle Larson just lost his step after those new fresh tires. And SVG was able to make passes. Larson was getting stuck in traffic in stage three. But we saw a big old stack up with the 92, the 14, the 26, the 29, the 28, the 31, 26. It was like a full-on stack up. It was like a train. Boom. They all destroyed each other. A lot of different things happened in this race, but the racing got really, really exciting. I mean, the last stage, I believe, was like 20-ish laps, less than 20 laps. I mean, they weren't long. I mean, the laps take a long time, but 50 laps, I'm just telling you, I think this is the shortest distance of a race because 110 miles is not long, dude. So this race definitely moved quick. We got near the end of this race with a lot of caution laps that just took forever, man. Just sting. That was the thing, man. If we just would have had some good long runs, if we had a 10-lap run at the end, it would have been exciting. Because SVG was coming, and SVG was the one making moves. Again, Jesse Love kind of leading the field. That's kind of how it ended up turning into with SVG running down. He was like fifth. I think Larson would have been like eighth around that time because SVG was just one step ahead and was able then to reel in Jesse Love and really had no issue passing Jesse Love to take the lead and run, I think, the last two laps out front. Ty Gibbs was able then to get second, but he was too far out from SVG. And then Larson was able to still gather himself back to take home the third spot. But SVG gets the win on. Dude's just good, man. And he's fan favorite. Yeah, he punted the rugby ball. My gosh, I almost said the wiffle ball there. He punted the rugby ball, signed it. It's really cool, man. I mean, it's great for calling. I mean, that's the only series. I mean, calling is only really relevant in the Xfinity Series, so great for calling to get a win. They had the two best, in my opinion, road course drivers in the Xfinity Series, even though AJ Allmendinger did wreck himself. But a great win for calling. SVG, third win of the season, and he's the only guy who's won 3 races, and they're all been on road courses. And he's really racking up some points, too, with these stage points. So with all these points, SVG could be set up to get to the second round. The second round is when the Charlotte Roval is. So he could be in a great situation to move really far in this playoffs with how many points he's getting. I don't know. Yeah, I think Walton's going to be there's 2 more road courses, and Walton's going to another one. So we'll see how he fares with that one in the Xfinity Series. But great win for SVG. We go through our top finishers. Our top 15 finishers. Shane Van Gisbergen in first, Ty Gibbs second, third Kyle Larson, fourth Park Clearman, fifth Jesse Love, sixth Connor Mozak, seventh Austin Hill, eighth Joey Logano, ninth Justin Allgaier, 10th Connor Green, 11th AJ Allmendinger, 12th Josh Williams, 13th Sammy Smith, 14th Kyle Williman, 15th Jed Burton. I'll start with Joey Logano. He finished 8th in A&M Racing Car, top 10. I think it's the first top 10 for A&M Racing this season. So Haley Deegan, is it the car? Is it just Joey Logano? Is it Haley Deegan? Boy, there's a lot of speculation. I think Joey Logano, I don't know what it was, the crew chief. There's a big deal about, I guess, the adjustments that their crew chief was making. He didn't know how to make certain adjustments or something. I don't know, like air pressure. Like Joey had to teach him how to make adjustments to his car. Like the crew chief or whoever was making the adjustments didn't know how to do something. I know it was a big storyline, and now everyone's making that a big deal. Like, oh, that's why Haley isn't driving well because her freaking team doesn't know what to do. And look, who knows, man? And look, I still think that you bring a two-time champion, he's got to run better. But he ran really well actually, top 10. Now I still think you should bring this car to an oval, and then we'll see. But I don't know who you really put in to really. Like, look, I don't know, man. Joey, to me, is just too good of a driver. He's going to really outperform in equipment. He should. So, we'll see if Haley is going to make her return next week at Pocono. We'll see about that. But that was one big deal. AJ Allmendinger to come back to 11th. That's a great comeback after, he had some bad damage that I thought was going to hurt him from actually having a good finish in this race. Parker Cleveland, great top 5 for that car, small team. You have your 2 Cup Series guys, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson finishing 1, 2, 3 there. Connor Mozak in the 88 car, a guy who had a great opportunity in that car and finished great. A good road race, so a great finish for him. Jesse Love, top 5. Justin Allgaier, 9th, a guy who went to the backup car and was able to work his way back for a top 10, so that's really, really good. Kyle Witherman, 14th. Jed Burton, 15th. We also saw some bad beef between Riley Herbst and Sheldon Creed. They got really racy there, and they just, looks like Sheldon Creed got squeezed in the wall, and then Sheldon Creed chose to retaliate and spin out Riley Herbst in one of the turns. So yeah, it got really messy at times in this race, but that's just what it is, man. But I thought the racing was awesome. Racing the Roy rate, I'm giving this an 80% race. I thought it was really, really good. I just would have liked to see some more Green Flag racing, and maybe this race be a little longer because it just flew by. I mean, I wanted to see some more racing, man. This was good stuff. I think the Chicago Street Race is definitely a great track, and we'll see with 2025 this track does return for both series. But overall, great race. Congrats to SVG.